I never believed in time travel or supernatural nonsense, but the midnight calls changed that. At first, I thought it was a prank, some cruel joke orchestrated by a friend with too much time on their hands. But the voice on the other end knew things about me that nobody else could. My secrets, my fears, the exact number of freckles on my left arm. "This is you from the future," it whispered with an eerie calmness. "And if you don't listen, everything you love will be gone." The voice was mine, but twisted with an edge of desperation that sent chills down my spine. As the days passed, the calls grew more frequent, each one painting a darker picture of what lay ahead. The voice described a world where everything familiar was twisted into a nightmarish version of reality. It spoke of shadows that moved with intent, and a creeping dread that suffocated every moment of joy. "It's all because of one decision," the future me insisted. "You need to avoid the crossroads at midnight. It's where everything starts." I laughed it off, dismissing the warnings as mere fantasy spun by a mind gone mad. But curiosity, or perhaps a deep-seated fear, got the better of me. One night, driven by an inexorable pull, I found myself at the crossroads. The air was thick with an unnatural stillness, and the moon hung low, casting long shadows that seemed to reach for me. I stood there, heart pounding, as if expecting the earth to split open and swallow me whole. Nothing happened. Relieved, I turned to leave, convinced it was all a figment of my imagination. That's when I saw it, a figure, cloaked in darkness, standing at the edge of the shadows. It looked just like me, but its eyes were hollow, filled with a void that consumed everything in its gaze. "You didn't listen," it rasped, as the world around me began to warp and twist, dragged into a vortex of despair. The last thing I heard before the darkness claimed me was the echo of my own voice, warning me of a fate I could no longer escape.